big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sand.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On first down, Hairston. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back to the air on second down. Hairston, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Hairston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Five wide. I'm coming for you, son. 44.
They go play action here on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Done. There we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. There we go.
Allen throwing again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
40. Check. You better bring it. You better bring it.
On 2nd down, McMillan. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, McMillan. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
I got him. On me. 44. Mike, 44. That's the pass. Out.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hairston. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Banks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Hairston, and he fires one incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards. Sets him up nicely. 2nd and 3. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down. Hairston, and an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, you got deep?
2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Throwing to start the drive. Hairston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down, here's Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis! As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're off under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen's throw is complete, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Allen now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. McMillan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. As the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 21-yard
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I got you, son.
They'll try the left side. McMillan. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Hairston. And he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the left side. McMillan fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready? Check, 59. Middle. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Half 85.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Hairston will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
31's the mic.
The 34-yard line.
To throw on second down. Hairston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third down.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Hairston, and an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On fourth down, Hairston forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Colts.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. Hairston. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
On first and 10. Hairston finding Knox there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. Operating from the gun, Hairston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Second and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dawson Knox, his third touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Steelers take over.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
40-19. Monday. We own it. We own it. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Allen to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, McMillan. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
44's the mic. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, tight. They're running it. Check 99. Check 99. Here we go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Down to the final play. That's where we went in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for the Steelers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home